Welcome to Gallery Teachers. My name is Rachel, and my webinar is about teaching the functional language. So, in the webinar, I will be looking at what functional language is, and why we should teach it to our students. I will provide examples of functional language, and I will also give some practical suggestions on activities that teachers can use for each stage of the lesson, from the lead in all the way through to the production stage. And I'll also be focusing a bit on how stress and intonation patterns can actually really help to communicate a message, and how they can actually change the message that we wish to communicate. New teachers in particular might actually benefit from this webinar, because they might not have covered functional language very much in their training, because I certainly didn't, and I know a lot of teachers that didn't. And so what they might do is, when they're using a particular course book, they might actually skip that section in the course book about functional language, and they might actually think it's not necessary, because it doesn't connect with what they've covered in the rest of the unit. So they might think, oh, that's not bother. But by doing this, and by skipping the functional language exercises, this means your students are not being given the opportunity to be presented with and to practice using really useful phrases of high communicative value, in a safe environment in your classroom. So I think it's really good to get used to teaching functional language, because your students will really benefit from using it, practicing it in class, and then taking it into the real world and using it, in real life situations.